it's time to introduce the team. Let's start with Team China. Number 5, Liu Chiayu. Number 6, Gyo Ai-lun. Number 9, Gu Chuan. Number 10, Zhu Peng. Number 12, Li Gen. Number 16, Li Muhao. Number 19, Yu Dehao. Number 20, Ren Qinfei. Number 21, Hu Qingqiu. Number 24, Zhang Lingxiu. Number 33, Wu Qian. Number 55, Han Dezhen, with the coach Du Feng, assistant coach Wenhai Yang, Bohus Yang. And now with Team Jordan, with number 0, Mahmoud Abdin. Number 1, Amin Abu Hawas. Number 5, Sami Bzea. Number 7, Ahmad Al-Hamarshi. Number 10, Sinan Eid. Number 12, Yusuf Abu Azan. Number 13, Muhammad Hussein. Number 20, Ahmad Abed. Number 22, Malik Kanaan. Number 23, Musa Al-Awaidi. And number 41, Ali Zahab, with the coach Osama Douglas and assistant coach Faisal Ansour. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem, first for China. Remain standing for the national anthem of Jordan. The referees for the game are Ahmed Al-Buluchi from Oman, Intay Chwang from Korea, Ahmed Al-Suwaili from Iraq, and the commissioner Abayomi Olasula Koletoi from Cambodia.
No limit in the sky that I won't fly for you. No amount of tears in my eyes that I won't cry for you. Oh no, with every breath that I take, I want you to share that air with me. There's no promise that I won't keep. I climb
five for the two team. For China,
稍微的走得
number
慢一
five.
点啊，这里有的地方上去好这种球，好不好？往传没有了，给小雨，然后直接上来打挡拆，啊，不要喂，打挡拆，啪下去，然后这里高这边再延续一下，好不好？第二个打个5。We're white all pick a roll. Are we clear, Shahid? Not soft, white. We're in 54 seal. Shahid up, Yusuf down. Here, get out of the way, go to screen moose, and stay here. Hamad Sheh lift, Abdi and Jabal hard, and we go straight into Shahid. All right? Early, try to get a foul or a quick bucket. Get going, Shahid early. All right? All right?
Interesting there, Jeff. They're looking to throw it in low to
Try to be here.
one of the bigs. I'm not sure who it would have been, Hussein Abuazane. Jeff, I did listen to the your podcast or your recording of the Chinese coach after the Australian game, and he did mention the key turnovers by the guards around about the foul line against the press, which killed them.
Yeah.
You know, the inability to
they did,
dribble past Australian defenders, putting pressure on them was dramatic.
Yeah, that really changed the game, we remember, and also some timely shooting as well from Australia. So they seemed to kind of kick into a higher gear. So, number 21, just 19 years of age, you would think that he would have a chance to be a part of China's national team moving forward. We've enjoyed old Li Yan, haven't we? Number 12.
Yeah, he plays hard, doesn't he? And he wears his heart on his sleeve.
Good afternoon, folks. Good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching in the world. Well, it's early afternoon here in Beirut. It's the FIBA Asia Cup, and it's the classification game between China and Jordan. China getting possession first in the dark uniforms, and Li Yan missing an easy one down low.
Big cry out from Li Yan. He knew very well he missed a chippy there, didn't he? A little easy one. Here's a little first play again, and we'll throw it inside here to Hussein.
Abuazane hands it off to Musa Alawade, and he puts it up and scores from the baseline.
A quiet game against Australia, didn't he? Alazawi.
You talking about
Alawade, yeah, 9 points only.
Again, trying to take it again, get that bad shot out of his system. Liu misses, and trying to retain possession. I wasn't thinking really, Mick, that Jordan against New Zealand, I wasn't sure what more they could have really done. And you see Liu hitting the long jump shot.
No, I agree.
It was kind of unfortunate how they really fell off in the fourth quarter, because they ended up on the end of a really bad scoreline. They may struggle to get this one over, and he steps out of bounds.
Surprised the whistle was so late. It was he took one step back with his left foot. I agree. I mean, I think they run out of guns, for want of a better expression, Jeff. They just not quite got as many scoring options. And that's what I say. Mardab Dean's 5 of 6 on the three-point line in the end. Really helped the cause.
So again, powers his way up this time and scores.
And the power and the quickness too. As soon as he saw the help coming over, he had to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice little touch off the backboard. He's going to have another big game, you think, Li Yan. Another contender for all tournament team, Jeff.
Who, Li Yan?
Yeah, especially, I mean, I think it's the 5th place. Oh, nice play here from Ren.
Yep, the turnover. Ren gets it to Liu.
Oh, take the layup, buddy. Take the layup.
And Li Yan off the rim.
Jeff, why would you not lay it up?
And pass it back out. Yep. I'm sure that'll be something that'll be raised in watching the game tape. Hussein. So the tall frame of Ku causing problems. Here he is. Now he goes up and couldn't quite finish, but draws the foul.
Yeah, and it's called the rim runner, isn't it? You don't run to the low post anymore. You don't run, and you just stand underneath the bucket and post up. And big Mr. Hu draws a foul out of Mohammed Hussein, 13.
Who makes the first one? Speaking of nicknames, he could be the doctor, couldn't he?
Nice one, nice one.
Doctor Who.
I got it. I didn't have to.
Okay.
Didn't need to explain it, thanks.
I know. Just in case some people are listening, didn't get it. Anyway. Alawadi has it, and China with a.
That's going to keep your views all half, isn't it?
See if you can remember that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Al-Hamache have a flat start.
But what a great defensive set there from China. Very aggressive.
Yep.
No options at all.
Ooh, just kind of pushed his way in there. Hussein saying he barged in with his leading with his left forearm.
Like an incision through that defense, wasn't it, from the doctor?
Oh boy. Now you're going to be going with that. Abdeen. And quickly the other. Oh.
I think Douglas might need timeout if they score here. And this 5 for China really got themselves fairly well good cohesive unit, I think.
Ren gets in. Abdeen. Al-Marche gets it to Alawadi. And the rebound. Abu Wazane misses. See wholesale substitutions coming in here for Jordan.
Oh yeah, wow, look at it, 4 of them. We've not seen that this tournament.
I'm surprised he's not making 5.
You feel sorry for the 2 left on the bench, haven't you? What have we done, coach?
Three-pointer is good, and that will bring the timeout. So China and Liu come back strong after the early miss by Li Gim.
Done well, hasn't he, Liu Xiaoyu? He's always able, he's a good shooter, always able to drop this long bomb. The question marks for me are about, can he play the true point guard position? Can he really be a true provider in terms of distributing the rock? Only 3.8 assists for the tournament.
And also, can they handle that pressure?
Yeah.
Kind of bothered them against the Australians.
I mean here, Sinan here. We're dribbling hard. Control that pressure. Don't play with them. One dribble, cut you off, then cross over.
So this is an opportunity for Jordan that they have to look at when you consider, they've got World Cup qualifiers coming up. They want to get as many games under their belt as possible. Maybe if they look at it that way, that'll help them raise their game a bit.
Yeah, and you know they'll have a naturalized player come the qualifiers. That'll help them.
Although we don't know who it will be. Will it be Dar Tucker? Will it be Kevin Ware?
Yeah.
Abu Hawas is coming in. Bazai's coming in. Aid coming in. Zagab.
He's gone for the youngsters, hasn't he, with Bazai and Abu Hawas.
Penetration, the drive. Ball goes out of bounds.
Ren's trying to argue that he was knocked out of bounds by a Jordan. I think it's pretty clear Ren knocked it out of bounds. You might say he was pushed, but
Oh, thought they're going to feed it to Abu Hawass, but ends up with Aid, and he has to launch one. Shot clock expires.
Yeah, they're going to struggle to get through this first quarter, Jordan, and they may have to find some, I don't know where you'd find the inspiration for. They come out really flat. First change of defense, Jesh, little 2-3. For Jordan.
Here's Rand, the bounce pass, Lee again, and again, that's not his place on the court.
Well,
he misses another one.
And he got fouled too. He little bumpers, the pump fake.
Hussein steps out and kind of stops the rot with that long 2.
Well, they won't be relying on that, will they? That's his first 3 at a tournament, first 3 made too. Not been renowned for his outside shooting this tournament so far. This man has, though.
And that man right there, well,
yeah,
misses down low but goes out and hits the 3.
And then the chest pump, the familiar Lee Gan chest pump. Or is it a chest slap? I think it's more of a slap, isn't it?
What was your celebration when you used to make shots?
Was it like old school? We never celebrated. I was too afraid my man was going to score down the other end. I just run back on D.
Hussein follows up his own miss.
How well has he done? How well has he done this tournament? 9 rebounds a game, Jeff. Just a little hiccup in the game against New Zealand.
Nice drive on the baseline from Ren, kind of a finger roll.
Well, Ren loves that position on the floor, doesn't he? He was, and he gets to that all the time. To me, Jeff, he's got such a big upside, Ren Junfrey.
Dump down low to Hussein, much better.
I see a lot coming out of Ren Junfrey. Although he's getting the toasting from Coach Du Feng on that play, defensive play.
Again, another one. He really is. He's much more comfortable out on the arc.
Radar. You know, you look at the numbers. He might be their best 3-point shooter. Made 12 through the tournament now.
And the miss, and now Yu looks up, gets it to Wu.
You know, the Beatles talked about a ticket to ride, Jeff. That move from Idle getting a ticket to the bench.
And Wu hits the 3-pointer. He's had a tough tournament.
Wu?
No, Aid.
Who?
Aid.
Oh, Aid. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Aid and
Bazai.
Bazai have been really, I wouldn't say disappointing. They've just struggled to find their rhythm, haven't they?
Part of that comes from minutes, but also they got to stick with him. They need to develop him. Here he is. Almost showed us up with that 3.
Well, Chinese need to run. I don't know why Chan don't run enough. Just jogging up the floor on a missed shot.
Then spins and travels. Excuse me, Hu. He just kind of shuffles his feet right there. You can see. So the substitutions, Big Han comes in for China, number 55. Also coming in is Zhang, number 24.
Is he getting adjective too?
Zhou Ping comes in. Hussein misses with a jumper.
Somehow Hussein got it back again. He's looking, shrugs his shoulders. He looks to Bazai and says, what a poor pass that was.
Zai going up against Wu. And then he dumps it again to Hussein.
Beautiful play. With no help side at all from the Chinese defense. I can't understand why nobody came over to help. Again, Dufeng chewing out one of his players.
I'll tell you what, that's not been an option for Jordan. That's been like the only way they are playing right now is to get it to Hussein. And now Zhou Ping's pass to Li Yin goes out of bounds. Thought he was going to cut baseline.
Jeff, and I love it. I don't love it because you look at the hand signals, the gestures by the Chinese player. You know, Zhou Ping throws the ball out of bounds and he points to Li Yin as if to say you should have been there. Well, yeah, no kidding. Just don't throw it if I'm not there then.
Hussein, another jumper, short, and that's not going to count from Zagab. Doesn't go in anyway. So at the end of one is China leading it 22-10 over Jordan.
End of the first quarter, the score is 10 for Jordan and 22 for China.
Didn't even really wanna go.
Few stats coming your way, Jeff. Jordan yet to hit a three-pointer, and China 4 of 6 from downtown. 4 of 7 from inside the arc, and only 2 free throws from the Chinese. Jeff, China up by 12, right?
Yes.
End of the quarter. They don't go running into that huddle, whooping and hollering. They go walking in, shoulder slumped. I'm thinking, you know, you guys got to pick yourselves up. You've put yourselves in a great position here to start this game. Get enthusiastic. Get some energy. You know what I'm saying? You've got to get crazy. They got to tell everybody, I want to be here.
It's a good point.
I want to be on the court for you, coach. I'm going to dive on everything. I'm going to run after every loose ball. We're here to play ball, man. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that opportunity is there. I mean, they are up 22-10.
So where's the hollering and hooting?
Yeah. I mean, you can argue that as you look at Li Yin popping.
Well, he's a holler and a hooper.
They're let down by the fact that they're not playing for a medal. But on the other hand, they got Yao Ming watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, I think they're as well aware of the plan as anybody that, you know, trying to get a spot on that World Cup team.
Well, exactly right. There you go. There you go. That's who's going to bring the energy in this this quarter.
Oh. Pass over to Zagab. And Zagab's able to get to Bazai. Oh. Can't quite get to go.
The cupboard is bare as far as Bazai is concerned. 4 of 19 now for the tournament.
Kanan in for Jordan, number 22.
There's a foul here out
of Ren?
Yeah, it's Ren. He's just wrapped his arms around the shoulders of 22 Malak Kanan. Kanan,
yeah.
You see?
Yeah, a little bit of a squabble.
What do you call that? A little reach around?
Yeah. Here's Alain Marché. Oh, falls down. Able to get a nice pass from his backside to Kanan, who drives in. Zagab.
Impressed with Zagab. I mean, really impressive. He's got a great rim protecting attitude, but a little jump shot there to showcase his skills. I love the rotation from China in this zone. They get a lot of movement on that baseline. Kanan here with the foul. Oh, I'm out of here. And the man of the moment, Mahd Abdeen, gets a little second chance, I would say. He came out early when they had 2 points on the board, weren't really performing well.
Wu passes into the corner to Zhou Ping. Zhou Ping over to Ren. Ren buries the long jump shot.
And again, where did he score from, Jeff? That one position on the floor he loves. The Ren spot.
He does love that spot. Alamarche hands it to Alawadi. Alawadi, little skip. Ooh, takes a contact. Now, Wu gets it over to Zhou. Zhou Ping. And Ren drives in again. It's Ren again.
Yep, telling you. I really like the up. He's got a big upside, Ren Junfei. Number 20 there. Got 8 points so far. Sorry, 6.
Alawadi hands it off to Bazai. Steps back, puts it up and good.
Nice looking shot there from Sami Bazai. Averaging 2.8 points a game. So hopefully he'll get a game where he really gets the chance to highlight his talents.
He's got it today.
Change of defense from here from Jordan. Really challenged China's thinking.
He got the pick, and then Alawadi commits the foul right at the end.
Nice play from Zheng. He is 24, youngster. Going to go through. Look at the little, what's that, Euro step? Or
why does Alawadi foul there, though?
Well, I think he felt,
it.
yeah, he got caught out, didn't he? Zheng's been to the free throw line once before, Jeff. 1 of 2 on his last trip. Many, many moons ago.
Got some good minutes in the last game against Australia, albeit late.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? 4 minutes, 4 points, 2 rebounds. As for his pains. 2 for 2 there. Good job.
A bit of a scrap.
Must be on Wu, isn't it? 33. Just manhandling Abdeen through the lane. Abdeen's got a bit of a bandage on his left wrist there, Jeff. Don't remember that being this is not the foul, I don't think, is it?
No. Now, Alamarche takes the contact over to Abu Hawass, but I think he was out of bounds.
I think the court's big enough, Jeff. These players these days want to use a bit more of it, don't they? They run out of real estate. Here's your boy in the game, the Big Han.
Big Han turns, scores with the big jump hook. He's actually come out of this tournament with some credit,
yes,
in my opinion.
Oh,
I don't know what you think about him.
Go-to guy in that position, Jeff.
Alamarche gets inside and powers it up for 2.
How on earth does was it Abu Hawass, Jeff? How does he get that much space after being in there at least 3 seconds? Nobody wanted to pick him up.
Coach Dufink seemed somewhat vexed by that last one, and now he's going to be even more vexed after that miss. Abu Hawass drives in. An offensive foul. They had a 3 or a 4-on-1 break. And now they've teed up.
6 players on the floor, Jeff. One of them's a coach. Look at that. Nice dunk. Nice look from Ren.
Speaking of being visibly annoyed, I mean, Douglas is definitely vexed by the turn of events.
He came storming on the floor.
But you can almost understand it because it was it a 3-on-1 break?
It was a foul, Jeff. It was a nudge in the back.
Oh, who did it? The shooter?
It was, I thought it was Abu Hawas, wasn't it?
Look at that.
It was one of those guys on the floor, Jeff, that fouled.
I think he was mad that he had the 3-on-1 break, and then when they didn't score, he just assumed it was going to be their ball.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think there was a definite. Wu got nudged. I know that.
Zhou Ping, too long. Now Ren, who seems to be doing everything today with the offensive rebound.
You got double post up down there, Ren and Hahn.
And
that's great help from Hussein. Oh, they're going to threaten another tee here against Al-Hamashay. Jordan have found the right intensity here, Jeff, but the 15 points down when they've just got it right.
Well, Big Han was out and he missed, and now coming from behind.
Take the pick is either Yu or Chopin. It's Yu Dehao, 19.
Abu Hawas up high. Back outside. Alawadi. Here comes China. Zhang gets it back, and it's Cha-ching.
Well, I tell you what,
Big Han.
Zheng was lucky there, wasn't he? Because he turned around hoping to find a Chinese trailer, and he did. He found the mighty Han.
You don't think you heard those big footsteps coming from behind? Oh, that took the bump there. And now Zhang again in the open floor. Will he look behind him this time? He's going to take it all the way and draw the foul.
I like that. Nice move. A little change of direction with his 1-2 step. Took the defender right out. Watch this. One step there and then the cross, like a Euro step. Nice work from Zheng, Jeff. Hasn't had much chance to shine, but he's getting his little moment in the spotlight.
He's
here.
taking advantage,
Yeah.
of pushing the ball up the floor quickly.
And that's why I didn't hear the footsteps, because he went pretty quickly that time, didn't he?
Yeah. But I could feel it up here, the footsteps, when he runs. And he makes the second. Alawadi had a cold start to this game.
Hit one shot, didn't he? Little 15-footer.
There's another one.
Yeah. I think that's what'll get him going. He's not I don't think he's the best three-point shooter, but mid-range, he's a nice soft touch.
Oh, bounce pass, and it was a bit audacious, really, with Alawadi right there. He should have seen him. And Abu Hawas hits the three-pointer, and that gets it back to a 13-point deficit. A little surprised. Dufeng would want to call a timeout here, but I guess if you've got him, you got to use him.
Well, maybe it's that run, isn't it? That's a 5-point run for Jordan there. All caused, you think, by the errant backdoor pass from the mighty Han.
So you were suggesting they were a bit, when they went to the bench the first time, a bit.
Oh, the end of the first quarter?
Yeah, they're a bit taxi-turn.
Yeah, because I get the impression that Dufeng had chewed a couple of players out for bad. So every time they get scored upon, I get the impression they're looking over to the bench to see who's made the mistake.
Come right in here.
And therefore, you might have gone in 12 up at the break, but there was errors that were accountable errors for as far as the coach is concerned. So I just wonder whether they're looking over. You're nodding your head in agreement, but I'm not sure you do agree.
I do agree. Just trying to figure out the mood.
Well, that's what I'm talking
China.
about. Yeah.
Anyway, but they.
I love to see this, Jeff. Look at the mighty Han coming out all patched up. Insane. Take me on.
They were not backing down from Australia.
No.
In that first
exactly
half.
right. Yeah.
But ultimately, you can talk the talk, and they did. They talked the talk for 20 minutes, but you got to continue to walk the walk.
Yeah.
And they did not in the second half. Australia just blew them out. Zhang long and Alawadi with the rebound.
I'm going to throw another stat at you, Jeff. Now, 37 rebounds is what the Chinese team average in this tournament. 9th.
Wow, what a catch.
Of all teams. And you think how big this Chinese team is.
It's like because they make a lot of shots and foul down low. So
I just don't think they're tough. I don't think they're tough enough. I just don't think they get enough offensive rebounds. I think they get manhandled defensive rebounds. I think it's just a toughness thing.
Well, bear in mind, these guys, a lot of these guys are getting experience at this level for the first time, and perhaps learning.
Little young.
You can't question the toughness of Li Gen.
No. Oh, I'm not going.
Nor the toughness of Big Han.
Yep.
Can you?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely no. But rebounding is a 5-man operation.
It is. It is.
It's not just the responsibility of 1 or 2 players.
Although if you send too many,
it's a collective.
If you send too many players to the board.
Well, defensive rebound. I'm talking about defensive
okay.
rebound. Yeah. You're right. You're right about offensive.
And now the ball goes off of Han's hands and out of bounds.
Got to catch that, big fella.
Du Feng is like, again.
Well, I think he's complaining to the referee because Yu De Hao went flying. He got pile drived as he set that screen. He ended up
pile driven.
He started vertical, ended up horizontal. It was tough Jordanian defense there.
Here's Abdeen. He's been very quiet today.
Yes, he has, hasn't he?
And maybe that has something to do with Yu's defense. Alawadi says, never met a shot I didn't like, and misses. And now, up to Zhang. How about Ren? Nope, he's not going to launch it. Li Ging has the shot tapped, and now he's denied down low. Li Ging.
Hussein's turning to the referee for something happened there. Li Gen's the master of the pump fake, isn't he?
Yep. He didn't complain though.
No.
And Abu Hawass, and you're looking at the future of Jordan basketball right there, folks. #1, no doubt about it. And he's got a big part to play in the Jordan national team.
Exactly right. And wearing that number, you got to have some big shoulders, haven't you?
Yep, that's a good point. We haven't said that. Hey, nice D now by Alawadi. Look at that score. It's only 8 points. Jordan right back in it. And now Li Gen. Oh, he's going to start. He's going to start chirping to the refs. We know. Oh, he's been hit with a tee.
Somebody has.
Somebody just got a tee.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Jeff.
And that they lose possession with that as well.
Wow, tough one.
And this will infuriate Du Feng. He will be, shall we say, peeved.
Well,
look at him. Well, you can't see him. Hopefully the camera will get him.
He's having an icy stare from Coach Du Feng.
God, he's like Abu Hawass at the line, and the future Jordan basketball makes the first one.
Well, he's not taking his glare. Well, he now has. He's looked up there.
Are you surprised he's not taking him out?
Li Gen's put his hand up to accept responsibility for the second time.
Well, this is okay. I mean, if he takes responsibility.
He did it. He did it. He did his it was a foul ref sign to the referee. I was waiting for it. He got it.
He needs to be careful talking to the ref after you get a technical, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Here goes Alawadi spin, gets it in, and misses. And see if this sparks China into life. And nice drive from China, finished by Zhang.
That was nice. Nice pass from Ren Junfei. Restored order slightly there for China.
Abu Hawas says, you can't stop this. And he does. Ren rejected him. Ren's on the SWAT team. You see that China has some athletes. Oh, and Hawas gets it right back. Abu Hawas, no, he doesn't.
Great hustle from you.
And look at Li Gan push it quickly to Ren. He gets it back to big Li Gan, and he is blocked again. It's just not his day.
Yeah,
Now
big
he's
smile on
gonna
his
smile.
face.
He's like, okay, you're not going to give me a call. Okay. Watch. Abu
There's a
Hawas.
tip from up. Now watch you do it, dear Howie. He knows he's in trouble.
This is great hustle by you.
It is.
Terrific hustle by the young China guard. And now a foul down low. Back to live action.
Yeah, Li Gan again charging in. He's a barrel of a chest, isn't he? Just a voluminous character. That's right. I've been chewing the dictionary all weekend, Jeff. Digesting the.
He is a firm believer in his own talents, and you have to be like that, Li Gan. I mean, he came out and played well against Australia, hitting those threes in the first half.
Yeah.
And also in the qualification to the quarterfinal, he was big. You know, he put that controversial start behind him against the Philippines, and you really have to tip your hat to big Li Gan.
2 players in double figures for China. Who are they?
What, right now?
Oh, straight in the hands of you.
Oh, boy, that's going to get Sam Douglas mad.
No, 2 players averaging double figures for China. Who are they?
Guo.
Yep.
And Li Gan.
And Li Gan. So 2 players only on this team average double figures.
That's a bit surprising. We thought who would.
The doctor. No, you're right. Talking of the dictionary, Jeff, I'm just reminded where we were last night in Byblos. Beautiful little resort on the next to this beautiful Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Named supposed to be the center of all written of writing, isn't it, in the world?
Yes,
civilization.
Quick to here, Abdeen, get the ball. Get out of the way. Come off. What's his name? Hamad Ship. They come off Shahid.
It was
Once come off
quite an
Shahid,
interesting
Shahid,
time
Hamad.
that we had yesterday in Beirut. Caves, big loss. There you go. Look at the scoring there for China. And you know, some of the players, we need to have a link. We go there, but so do the players. Because New Zealand, for example, went to Byblos, didn't they? One day earlier this week.
Yes.
And they were in the words of
Was that they were sun-touched?
They were sun-touched.
Which I think is halfway between not getting sun and sunburn.
That's right. That must
Sun-touched
be
is
it,
just,
yeah.
boys, it's time to come in now.
Like Finn Delaney, he looks like he would take the sun pretty easily.
Yeah.
Finn Delaney.
Yep. A bit of pressure down the floor here, a little 2-2-1. Seen it before from China.
Here's Abdeen. Alain Marche hits the 3.
Well worked play there from Jordan. Screen the screener and get the shooter in his hands.
Back to a 9-point deficit. Li Gan gets inside, and the ball goes off his teammate and ends up with Jordan. So we are at halftime. 39-30, China. Could have stepped on the accelerator, did not. Jordan have kind of stayed within touching distance. 20 more minutes to go.
And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both know that she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come, but at least we'll both be beautiful and stay forever young.
Stats there, Jeff. 3 threes for Jordan eventually in that second quarter. 4 of 7 for the Chinese. 10 of 18 inside the arc. Not bad. 9-point lead. 4 offensive rebounds for both teams. Not bad. And 10 assists for China. 8 for Jordan. Not much separating the two teams there. And the turnovers once again highly commendable. 7 for China and 5 for Jordan.
So with that, we will take a break, and we'll be right back a few minutes before the start of the second half.
I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both know. necessary when we're deep in love. Yes, I know. You don't know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. And I know she'll be there for me, at least we're both enough. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. All the misery is necessary when we're deep in love. Yes, I know, you don't know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. But I love it. Oh, I love it. I
39-30. China on top of Jordan at halftime. And, well, they had a chance to kind of blow it open, perhaps. And Jordan then kind of woke up and made for an interesting game here. And I think the penny has dropped. Certainly for Jordan, this would be a good win for them to carry in to tomorrow, try to get as high a finish as possible at this Asia Cup. But, you know, China hopefully will come out and give it their best shot as well.
Yeah, Jeff, I think if you look at China's results, close one against Syria, close one against Iraq. Is Jordan same region of the world? Will Jordan get the scalp eventually? Because both of those teams will be will look back at this tournament and say that was one game that got away from both of us. And 9 points up at the break for China, I don't think is a lead that they will go in thinking, yeah, we haven't got to play. We can play a little bit, 10 minutes, and we'll get this one put to bed. This is going to go, I'm guessing, all the way to the wire. Or all the way to the end of this last 5 minutes, maybe. Jordan will need a lot of experience to pull them through. Abdeen, Hussein, Alawadi will all need to put some good second half performances here to turn this back their way. And as for China, Han, Ren, they played big parts the first half. We haven't seen Guo, Jeff. Does that mean he's injured?
Good question. Maybe he's saving him for the second half. They're going to unleash his fury on this Jordan team. You know, we were talking about before halftime, going to see Byblos yesterday, although it was nighttime. And how important is it for these teams like China and Jordan when they go away to kind of switch off on a day off, or to try to make time to go and see something like that?
Yeah, their day off would have been Thursday, wouldn't it? Because yesterday they would have practiced.
Do you think it's good to change the chip a little bit and to maybe go to the
you've got to go out and do
New
things.
Zealand went and got sun touched.
So you've got to go out and do things. You can't stay in the hotel. You can't go hotel gym. Just adds a bit of staleness to you in terms of your mental well-being, isn't it?
And you might as well. I mean, it should be an educational experience when you get out here, if you can. So Byblos. Of course, for Jordan, maybe they're so close they've been there already.
Abdeen or Moose, whoever has the ball.
Look, Abu was on
going to be right here.
Abu Hawass presumably will come off the bench again. So how's this going to go in the second half? Do you think Jordan are going to come out and do what they did against New Zealand and just attack the basket? Or do you think they're going to be more cagey?
Jordan?
Yeah.
Well, the first offense, they wanted to go down low. It didn't quite work out that way. So I'm assuming they might do exactly the same thing here. Jeff, look at the bench there for China. We can't see it on screen, but I can only see 6 players. There should be 7, so that means where's Guo Ailun?
Well, he did come out for the warm-ups.
He did?
Yeah, I saw him.
He should be there.
You're right, I don't see him. Just send the Cub reporter down, Vask. Where is Guo Ailun? And down the baseline, and the pass goes off of Lee Gin.
Wow. It's all over the place, that one.
And they're going to get a defensive stop here at the start of the second half.
Ren Junfei gets a great penetration. Double team comes to him after that. The ball's like a little ricochet from one player to another.
And the roll, and Hussein goes up and is denied. Now triggers a break for Zhang, and Zhang's pass. Wow, I don't know, was Ren thinking he was going all the way? And it just leads to a fast break for Jordan. That's a 4-point swing.
Jeff, that's got to be some. You know, you have to see a replay, but somebody's got.
Well, Dufang is saying you got to
shoot it.
Shoot it.
Yeah, he said you're deep enough to shoot it, but you figure that pass must have been laid on the plate to Ren.
I would have thought that Ren would have just taken that and jammed it.
Yeah.
Here's Yu. See what he does. Goes off one foot and rattles out.
Nice looking move there from the young Dehao.
Anyway, Abu Hawass drives in. Tough shot from him. I think he's Maybe trying to do a little too much on that one. Jing. And Jing was fouled by Abu Hawass.
Just taking a pasting for not making the taking the shot from his head coach. Decides to attack rim. There you see. So Sami Bazai in for Abu Hawass, Jeff.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got foul trouble. Second foul for Abu Hawass.
Yeah, I think it was more for the forcing the issue at that end, because I saw the coach pat him on the head.
Now watch this, Jeff. Alawadi has gone to the referee saying that Lee Gen is holding my arm as I go through the screen. Therefore, how can I get the foul? I'd love to see a replay of that one.
Here's Lee Gen. Gets it back over to Hu. And the doctor.
Nice pass from
Makes
Lee
it in his
Gen
paint.
there. Yeah, just caught it, dished it off to the big man. And the doctor delivered.
Dr. Hu. Now. Wadi. Alain Marché for three. Short. And you've got doing Yeoman's work inside. Hussein couldn't catch it. And a little bit of tournament frustration there. Having a go at the ref. The ball goes off of Alain Marché's foot, ends up with China. Lee Gen with a no-look pass, baseline. Back to Zhang. Back to Lee Gen. Look at him pass it. Look at him pass it around. Look at China. Oh, they missed it. They had a chance there.
A lot of looks, Jeff, didn't they? A lot of looks. They ended up with a good shot in the end.
Bazai gets in, puts it
Nice
up
shot.
and in, right off the bench.
Again, I think a lot of responsibility on Sami Bazai right now in this type of game. The veteran's not quite getting the job done. The youngster's got to go to perform now.
Lee Gen and loses control of it.
China slightly losing their way here, Jeff.
It's a 7-point game right now. Abdeen has done virtually nothing today, points-wise, but there he is, scores with a reverse layup. Well,
Sure
right
enough,
on
timeout.
cue.
Yep.
So 41-36 with Abdeen's first basket of the day. And you figure if he could get it going.
There's one assist to the game, 2 points, really quiet game. He'll want to get, he won't want his place on the stats leaderboard, Jeff, to tail off. He'll want to get his numbers up there.
打一个暂时2。
You think players care about that?
把球给进去，好吗？
Yeah.
回来打一个那个牛角转。
Well, because that's some ways those stats are why your team's been successful or not successful in a tournament. Big Han back in the game, Jeff. You like to see the big 5-5
So that way if they
pounding the
Shahid,
hardwood.
Ali can set a hard screen and slip. Ali
Big Han's been
set a hard screen. Abdeen, look at him. And
worth
a
the
quick
price of
slip
admission
for that flare.
in China
All
play.
right? All right, two.
But the mystery is about Guo. He did come out.
You did see him in the warm-up, did you?
Yeah, absolutely. Unless I'm mistaking him for somebody else. But it looked like Guo to me.
Oh, well, there he is. There are 7 on the bench now. Second from the end.
Okay, yeah, he's come out. He maybe he's not feeling well.
Yeah.
Or maybe the coach just wants to give young Zhang a chance.
Yeah.
And Wu. Zhang's now out. So it's Yu and Wu. Lee, Gen, Ren, and Big Nan. Here's Lee Gen, feed set. This time doesn't score. Ren comes in from the side. Thinks it was off Alain Marché, but it goes back over to Jordan.
Nice play from Ren. Real good hustler on that weak side rebounding position.
Yeah, great effort from Ren. Here's Bazai. Well, that was an inadvertent ball off the shin that went straight to Bazai.
Got it back again then. Good.
Just how you draw it up. And Abdeen trying to take it upon himself. Got to keep playing. And Zagov takes it.
Nice pass. Sami Bazai thread the needle. Hahn comes over a little too, I wouldn't say softly, came over just not quite quick enough. Hahn can see it, Jeff. You see that? You see the trouble. Just gets there a second slow.
This is the second, but it's a 4-point game. Big Hahn gets it out to Wu. Whoa! Wu nails a three.
Jeff, the one area you don't leave, and Abdeen's saying that's my fault. You do not leave the person who's passed the ball into the post. The double team was coming from the baseline. If Hahn, if you're a critic of Hahn, Jeff, maybe he's a little too slow in that in low post, getting his game going.
You're right, exactly. I mean, he's once he puts his mind to it.
He's a big body, that's for sure.
Design launching one.
Hahn gets a foul here for pushing off in the low post. Chopin in for Li Gen. One veteran for another.
Big Hahn gets the rebound.
Abdeen trying to get his three-point game going, Jeff. Not as successful as the other night against New Zealand.
And China now starting to restore their lead. And guess what? Mr. Hahn has been hearing your words.
Yeah, he's up to 9 the lead. What was it at halftime? Was it 10 at halftime or 9 now?
It was 9. And Hahn with another rebound. See, Hahn's come in and just settled things down.
Yeah, quick shot there from Abdeen. I think he thought he was fouled by Yu from behind.
Oh, and that might, ooh, that was almost, was that almost unsportsmanlike there? Looked like he was tugging him back.
From Zagabi, yeah, I think you're right, Jeff. He,
watch this. Watch Big Hahn. He's so much to reckon with. Look at this. And now he kind of tugged on him. It wasn't horrendous. But I think Douglas has seen what we've seen. And also the fact that they need some more beef in there.
Sense the vulnerability in the defense, is he? Hussein plays Hahn pretty well.
Big Hahn again turns and scores.
Jeff, we haven't seen this type of direct play into the post from China on a consistent level all tournament. But good to see it. If you've got an advantage, make the most of it. Now, Hussein wants a piece down the other end.
Yu and throws it back to Zhou Ping, and Ren's bounce pass goes off of a la Marche. So all that hard work by Jordan to get back in it, and they've just kind of lost the initiative
do things. I think just having a go here at his point guard for getting a little out of control on the break. Big man's going to go to work.
Turns. He's going to go. Oh, looks like Hussein may have got him. And
nice.
He just stuck with it. And Big Han is going to go back to the line for a three-point play.
That is nice. Jeff, you know, you love your big man. He gets in a bit of trouble, throws it up, but gets the ball back with a bit of true grit. I think that's the best way of putting it.
Like the movie?
What's he now? He's having a good game, isn't he, Mr.
Han?
The big Han?
13-point lead.
10-7 right now for Han. Or is that 11-7? Yeah, it is indeed.
Okay, and inside, and Hussein finally. Well, if they're going to get it going, they might as well.
Han got a nudge there from Hussein. And you know, rather than complain to the referees, there's a turnover from China on the inbounds, Jeff. I didn't see that. So rather than get to complain to the referees, holds his hand up and says to coach, that's my fault.
Abu Hawass. Alawadi for three. Actually, something Sam Douglas said that was quite interesting. See Alawadi. He said when you come here and you have to really grind and struggle as they did. They won their first two games, but they weren't that impressive. But you know, to have a couple of losses, he said that can be good because he tells the guys they've got a lot of work to do.
Yes.
You don't just come here
absolutely.
and cruise through a tournament. I think it's going to be easy. Oh, look at Han again. Han! Wow.
All roads lead to Han, and a turnover from you. Great work from the number 19.
And traveling, now the call on Ren.
Ren thought he was getting the foul, I think, out of Alamarche. Big smile on his face, but he did take a couple of steps. Oh, Han to go. First time I've seen him walk off the floor and bow to everybody.
Well, let's just see how they play when he's not out there. Look at the turnover right there. 13 turnovers for China. But
7 to Jordan too.
Yep, 7 to Jordan. But maybe Big Han's happy because he's gone out, done it in front of Big Yao Ming. Abu Hawa. Nope, that was Alamarche. Now Zhou Ping brings it up. Ren. Oh, he just went strong to the basket there.
Nice little pump fake in the corner, brought the defender forward, and again that same position on the floor for Ren.
Alawadi gets one to go, a long two-pointer. He's inside the arc.
Was it 2, is it? Yeah. So he's not still yet to make a three-pointer.
And Alamarche reaches around, takes it right away, and then throws it off of Ren. Crafty.
Careless error there from Ren. He knew full well. It's on that sideline. We don't see this steal, but nice work from Alamarche here.
That was nice play on defense. Here's Bazai. Final seconds ticking off the clock. Are they going to try to find Abu Hawass? Yes, they do in the end. He launches a three. Good! What a play and a find from Bazai. I mean, he kind of telegraphed it, didn't he? Because we knew he looked over there. And then he dribbled to his right.
Defense had all sucked in. It's you that got sucked in a bit too far. Plays pretty defense after that.
And that one shot just about keeps him in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, 11 points. talked about his eligibility before the game to me, Jeff. Abu Hawass, did you find out more about that? Has he been to college already?
On their big.
No,
You
I
gotta
don't
get
know.
physical
He
with
just said he
them
had 3 years of
before
eligibility.
They reach this area right here.
Comes from the States.
If you let 55
Oh, he comes
get
from
in
the
here,
States.
then you wanna
Yeah.
push through it.
What about those numbers? 16 to 25 inside the arc for China. A lot of that's big honk. And also 5 of 10 from deep. They shot it very well today.
Yeah, and they've really piled it inside. It's been a real focal point from, hasn't it, getting the ball inside to the big. So going back to, Abu Hawass. Masnewton Military Academy, Jeff, in Roanoke, Virginia. Born in 1994, so he's 23 years of age. Played at Mars Hill Division II school.
Oh, okay. No, up in North Carolina.
Is that right? Okay, 3.6 points per game. But then he's played 3 years over here for Al Riyadi from 214 to 217. So
he does have.
So his 3 years of eligibility will be because you have to complete before 26, 25. Is that the rule?
I guess so. Interesting. You know why I know Mars Hill, don't you?
No.
Not only is it in North Carolina. It's where my mother went.
Oh, brilliant.
For a year.
Yep.
Come back. Sure everybody wanted to know that. She married Dad, and that was it. And now, see if they can build. How nice is it for Jordan not only to finish the third quarter with a 3, but to start with possession and get to the line.
Nice work from Alawadi there. He took the ball all the way deep. Who did he draw the foul of? Was it Who or was it Ren? It was Who, the doctor, 21. I wonder if that nickname will catch.
Well, I'm not going to go up and ask the Chinese if they think it will. You can, maybe, if they're fans of it. I think it's a good one, actually.
Oh, I think it's very good. I don't want to be disrespectful. It's always good to have nicknames.
Absolutely.
And the doctor's such a legendary nickname to have. Nice work from Chopin.
Oh, Chopin could have had that. Now he'd come away with no points, and Jordan with another chance.
Well, Who could have had the rebound? I'm not sure what he was doing. He's almost dribbled out of his hands, didn't it?
And Abu Hawass hangs and draws the foul on Zhao and Zhou Ping.
Zheng, I think it is.
Oh,
Jeff.
is it Zheng? Okay, number
24, yeah. Slight smile on his face, but the referee saw a little contact probably.
On
Zheng.
Zheng's face?
The smile on Zheng's face as if to say, why me?
And Abu Hawass, you might remember, and I'm not having a go at Sam for this, but when he took out Abu Hawass, that's when all of a sudden things changed.
In the second quarter?
Yeah,
or third quarter?
Third quarter.
Yeah. 1-2-2 press here for Jordan, little double team. Caused problems against Australia. And they'll go back into a zone here, so need some shooters, China.
Ren drives in, hands it off to Hu, and Hu scores.
Nice work from Hu, and then Ren really, the offense was going nowhere. And Ren just comes up with something inspirational.
China extended their D out. Alamarche over to Bazai. Bazai bumped, hands it off to Zagab. Now shot clock winding down. Zagab's got to go to work, and he's bumped, and the ball goes out of bounds. He felt like he was fouled.
It's funny, isn't it? Players trying to go baseline, and the cramp for space. So if you play some good defense, it's tough to score from there. I would say players take the middle of the floor first.
That's good deal. Now Wu runs the baseline. Jing gets it to him. And then Wu loses it and gets it back. And that's a bad basket to give away by Jordan.
Wu may have thought he got a little chop to the face there.
Alamarche fakes the shot, drives. Oh, he's rejected. Zhou Ping's decided to have a little bit of a party, a block party. And a drive from Li Gan, and he will go to the line.
And a bit of a flex after the and 1-2 from Li Gan.
Did he show the guns?
I think so. It looked like a little minor flares.
Look at this.
The SWAT team. Now watch this and 1. Do we get to see the finish too? Let's have a look. No, not quite.
Again, bends the knees, misses, and Alamarche with the rebound. Anyway, it's back to a 14-point game now. 7.5 minutes to go.
Wu with the foul here. Just defense just stepped up a notch, Jeff, with a 14-point lead. I think the Chinese players think, well, we just knuckle down for the next 2 or 3 minutes. We might get a 20-point lead.
Alawadi. That being short.
What a rebound. What a rebound from Wu. You might get the foul too.
Yeah, they're going to call the rebound coming over the back. You got to like the effort.
Obeid says, is there a saddle on my back? Because I'm getting a...
I mean, to
well,
be
look
fair,
at that. He roped his hand right across his face.
He did.
Obeid.
But when he went in at first, it looked like he had a clear path to the basket. And they reach almost a turnover, and they do get the turnover.
So Jordan's just having a hard time here, Jeff. They can't quite find the consistency needed to get some points on the board. 47 points with 6 to play.
Beautiful bounce pass to Hu, and Hu goes up and just lays it up nice and easy.
Nice work, wasn't it? Drew Hu's defender, therefore he could dump it down to him. Good work from the big man, good hands.
Alawadi misses down low.
So foul on Obeid, Jeff, 20. Just a little push on the offensive rebound. Nothing going right for the Jordanians right now.
No, it's not. Remember they had a bad fourth quarter yesterday, or 2 days ago.
Against New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, I do, yeah. It was the second half, was it the third quarter, fourth quarter?
Into the third.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember they were down only, what, 3 points?
Words of instruction here from head coach Dufeng while we have a little stoppage. I'm not sure what the stoppage is. Oh, you know what it was? I think they walked down for shots, Jeff, and they realized it wasn't team fouls for Jordan. They look at the Chinese numbers. Been a long 2 weeks.
Penetration drive, and Zhou Ping cha-ching.
Yeah, they're just finding avenues.
18 points now.
Well, they're finding avenues, aren't they, now that weren't there at the beginning of the game, and they're just leading to layups like that. China proven themselves they've got a bit of a porous defense as aid goes flying through.
Ball rims out. Obi when he got that rebound. Now Dean off target.
Nice work from Li Gen. Again, been China's best performer, I think. Maybe Ren's had some good moments. Oh, Chopeng's in trigger mode, isn't he?
He'll hit that shot more than he'll miss it.
Yeah, he's
wide open.
He's a good player.
That was Abu Hawass with the extended follow through.
Zheng's gone to the referees. He's gone to the referee, say he was fouled. Let's have a look at this. His arms go up in the air, as a lot of Chinese players do. That's all ball, Jeff. The arms flying from Zheng. Timeout here for, let's see actually, Jeff, it must be China, I think.
Well, Jordan have called one, China have called one.
Actually, I don't see why China would call timeout. Maybe Jordan would call timeout here.
Let's go down and listen to the huddle, see what the coach says when his team's trailing this badly.
Hey, we're going weave. Pay attention what we're doing. Sinan, you got the ball. Dribble handoff. Amin. Dribble handoff with Sammy.
啊，刚才这个突破，你一定要停下来把它，啊，不能让他跨步这样上来了。打一个那个，打一个1，打一个1。底下那个5。
接球限5，限5。不对。
Sound like he was saying woo.
Yeah, that's the might be a name for an offense, or I think so.
Just give the ball to Wu and let him go.
That'd be interesting. He's on the bench, Jeff.
So Yu is in the game. Jing is in the game.
Oh,
They
you
find
go.
Hu wide open.
That was Hu. Oh, nice work from Yu. Played well today. The absence of Guo. Yu's had extended minutes and done really well.
I wonder what Yao Ming is thinking as he watches this. If his plan to have so many teams is starting to bear fruit. Look at Zhou Ping, and he goes up and throws it down. Big Zhou Ping.
Yeah. Nice slammer jammer on that one, wasn't it? Big poster dunk for the Chinese number 10.
And now a long one. Again with the rebound. This is getting
they're,
ugly for Jordan.
Yeah, it is. They're
Hu on the baseline. And Sam Douglas is going to call timeout. Try to keep this scoreline respectable.
Yeah, it's funny, Jeff, because they steamrolled Qatar, didn't they? 192 to 67, but every game's either been a loss or a close win. So good chance here for China to get some daylight between an opposition.
Blown out by 40 in the last 4 minutes, the way you were playing, or we're going to be smart and finish these last 3 minutes smart. Execute what we're trying to do. We want a good shot every time on offense. Defense, we communicate. Shahid is here. He gets picked, you bump, and you communicate. You don't let this guy come in.
好吧，啊，打一个那个，哦，我们他底线球，我们站个221回来，啊，221回来，边盯人，啊，对上位，好吗？你这边区域有谁？你给我找个人选。
Jeff, I got the feeling there he's going to go to a 2-2-1 press. I thought as he was signaling to the players. Here's the poster dunk from Chopin.
Jopin. Here it is again. Look at this.
Yep, 2-1 press down the floor. The Chinese is getting better.
Kanan back in as well. Gets it to Abu Hawaz. Here's Kanan. Oh, he gets rejected.
Yu wants to let him know about it too.
That was rejection city. Offensive foul on Hussein.
Yeah, Li Gen's taken a hit to the chin, it looked like, Jeff. Well, obviously the referee saw something. I didn't see it. Did you see it? Didn't see anything untoward?
No, but I trust the referee if he saw it. Defensive pressure out on the perimeter there.
Yeah, Jordan will come out a little tougher, I think. Here, Coach Douglas's words are ringing in their ears right now.
Yu over to Hu. Nice play, Hu.
That was Gu in the game for the very first time, Jeff. Number 9 for China.
Yeah, Gu hasn't played much the last couple of times.
Gu Kwan.
Bazai with a little floater.
A little bit of garbage minutes here for everybody, isn't it? Garbage points into the game, 25 up.
Now Yu again. Oh, he look off. What a play.
Nice work there. The sort of play they practice in, so they work on in practice regularly there. A little look off pass and then Euro step to the hoop.
Out from the left corner. And Hu with the rebound. Boy, it's going to look like a real beating by Jordan. Taking the beating. Here's Gu. Gu hits the three.
Compounded now. Gu comes into the game. It's 5 quick points. So you see it. Not missed a shot. Barely played 2 minutes. Who's fouled to come out? Nice one. That means the enormous Li Mu-hao is in the game.
Yeah, Li Mu-hao came into the press conference the other day. He's quite articulate. Did you listen to his?
No, is he speak English?
No.
How do you know he's articulate?
Just sounded pretty good.
Sounded
Said. Short and sweet, to the point.
Good. That's where we like him.
So I think Lebanon just want this thing to end.
Yeah.
Hussein. Frustrating. I mean, you know, they came out again, played pretty well, and then stretched for the third quarter, but it just seems to get away from this team.
Yeah, not a good set. But and on a positive note, Jeff, a great second half for China. Really kept up the pressure and put away the demons of the Australia second half, perhaps.
You do have to tip your hat to China, don't you, how they've come out.
Doff thy cap. Yes, you do. It's a good performance. Oh, little credit.
Li Mu-hao now is going to go inside. He's asking for it. Well, he's really not asking for it. Now he gets it, though.
Didn't want it there, did he?
Where do you want it? Throw it up by the rim?
Well, I just wanted just a little better position to catch it, really. Zhang just too tight over there. Needs to play some defense here now as Hussein's got him pinned.
And the bump before the foul.
I think Zhang will get this foul coming down to help out. And Li Mu-hao will say, listen, I had it all covered. No, it was Li's foul. Jeff, 16's gone up on the board.
We're all these guys are CBA players. Now they get the honor of representing their country.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Pull on the shirt and watched by millions back home, I'm sure.
Nice press break there. Gu's got it. Yu over to Wu, and Wu buries a three.
Nice work from Yu to Wu. And the big 3-3 hits the three.
It's a 29-point lead right now. Kanan step back, gets blocked by Zhang, who's on the SWAT team, and now he's up ahead on the break. Oh, he got pinned, but great hustle from Wu to go down and get the rebound. And that, my friends, will be that. Jordan crashed to a heavy defeat once again in this fourth quarter. China pull away, and China now will advance to the 5th place game. Perhaps a rematch on the cards with the Philippines. That could be quite tasty.
That'd be a nice little final day game, wouldn't it, for
Calvin
5th and 6th?
Abueva,
Yeah.
League again. Look at Dufeng. He's happy. He likes how his team finished this game today. That's how you come out if you're China. You get over the disappointment of not getting to the semifinals, and you put in a good showing without Guo playing. You put in a good showing in front of Yao Ming and Coach Dufeng.
Yeah, Jeff, you consider the halftime score. Sam Douglas there, head coach of Jordan, be very upset with the second half performance. Never got off to the, never got out the blocks really. 4 of 20 from 3-point line. China continued 8 in the end. 69% in the lane. That's like, come on, fellas. They play better defense than that. 5 offensive rebounds. In fact, Jordan got more offensive rebounds, didn't they? 11 and 21 assists. Just shows you the China team just share the rock. Turnover, steals, blocks, fairly even between the two. You see a leading points scorer, Hussein, rebounds, and all credit to Mohammed Hussein. He's had a good finish to this tournament. Al-Awadi, Al-Hamashe, and Hussein in steals, blocks, and turnovers for Jordan. Hu was top scorer for China. Wu was second, and all we needed was somebody else, Lu, to Yu, maybe to finish off the trio. Yeah. Couldn't think of who it was then. To finish off that rhythmic trio.
Well, China get a win. They get back in the win column, and they get another win tomorrow. They will go home in 5th place and on the back of 2 wins.
Yeah, wonderful performance.
We know that probably they've been the most scrutinized team here, would you say?
Yes, I think so. Coming in hosting the World Cup, they'll have a lot of eyes on them. All eyes on us as it's.
I mean, they've had a lot of media here covering them. And we liked how Big Han played. Look at that. That was one of his great moves, going up against Hussein. Do you envision Han having a shot to make that team?
Jeff, I do. I know they've got some very good centers. I think as a 5th or 4th post player on that team, I think he's got a lot of upside in terms of his one-dimensional ability to play in the post, which is much needed at the world level.
We have this young man who will be hoping to make the team.
Yeah.
It might come too early for him.
I think you're right, Jeff. I think there's
Rin, on the other hand, see how he does over the next couple of years.
That position, the 3 spot, is the most difficult to fill for any team at this level, at world level. The 3 position, the 3-man, and Ren fills it for me. Chopin, I think, will be a shoe-in, but those two going head-to-head for that position will be interesting. Anyway.
Any closing thoughts, Mick?
No, great performance from China. Jordan really proved that they're probably going to be the 8th place team at this tournament. I don't see anybody not losing to them out of the 2 remaining that could play in Lebanon and the Philippines. I think Jordan will not beat either of those 2.
Well, they will have plenty of opportunities, or an incentive rather, to come out with another strong performance. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So that's it. China win it convincingly over Jordan here at the FIBA Asia Cup. Thanks for watching. We've got more action coming your way today, including a couple of semifinals later tonight. In fact, they will start in about 3.5 hours. New Zealand, Australia. Thanks for watching.